Everybody, welcome back to episode 6 of the Valley Talks podcast. We are joined with the one and only Ish Strongman Wainright. What is going on, Ish?
What's good with you? Just how's everything?
How you been, buddy?
I've been good, man. I've been good. Just chilling, grinding. The usual, chilling, grinding, hanging out with the family.
Now,
Staying-
in particular, your story has been very interesting. Just going on with the season, this off season. Of course, you were with Phoenix, and then you ended up going to Portland. How was that transition for you?
To be honest, it was a little tough. It was tough, but it was fast. You wake up one day a Phoenix Sun, then a couple days later, you were a Portland Trailblazer. I got the call, and I literally left like less than 24 hours. I left the next day.
Dang.
But it was a cool little process. Different atmospheres, different cities. I went from sunny Arizona to rainy, gloomy Portland, Oregon. So I mean, it was cool. It was cool. I took advantage of the opportunity and did what I had to do.
Just kind of
Yeah.
touching on the Portland subject there. You also went there with DeAndre Ayton as well. How was that?
It was good. It was good. So we had our little bond from the Suns, but then also not just Da but Tumani. Tumani was there also, and we bonded over the summer when he got drafted to the Suns. I was looking forward to playing with those guys on the court. But I mean, unfortunately, things happen. But when I got there, I was welcomed with open arms by Da and also Tumani. Actually, not just them, but everybody on the team. So it was a smooth transition. I had fun when I was there. I got a built a relationship with the players, built a relationship with the coaching staff, and that's just something that I wanted to do. I just wanted to put a stamp on that. Do something while I'm there.
Yeah, 100%. How was like the move out there? Because you had all your cars shipped out there, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, man. That's crazy, bro. I got all my cars shipped out there. My Jeep, my Charger, and also my Grand National, bro. But it's crazy because everything started happening when I got out there, man.
Yeah.
Like my Grand National, the transmission blew on that, so that was one down. Then my Jeep, then
Damn.
my then my Jeep, then my Jeep start acting up, and then I'm like, oh my god, all right. So I had to take that in there, and I had to get, I forgot what they did. I had to get new rotors or something like that. Um, and then my charger was probably the only thing, but my charger was like it was so low to the ground. I was sliding everywhere. I'll make a right turn and I fishtail. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I started thinking about trading in my charger for something like more durable for out there. But man, it was a process, bro. Like
Yeah, I can't
I,
even imagine.
everything started to break down.
That's
But it
tough.
was cool though. They're all cool now, so I'm happy to have them. I love my car, so yeah, they good now.
Now, kind of going back to the Grand National, is that like a staple of the Suns team? Because I feel like everybody on the roster has a Grand National.
No, it's not a staple. It's just you got two guys on the team that love cars, man. And I asked Book a while ago. I said, what was your dream cars? And he told me his whole collection that he wants. And Grand Nationals is one of them. But the reason why I have one, that's something that my papa had at his junkyard, and he had like a big garage up there. He had a Grand
Yeah.
National there. He had Corvettes, old school Corvettes and stuff like that, and lived in a junkyard. So I've seen the Hirsch. I've seen like Cutlass. I've seen 6.4, 6.2s, Chevys and everything. Just my mom's first car was a Nova, so I
Damn.
was raised around it. So the Grand National was just something that stuck with me um, throughout my life. And to be honest with you, like I have toy cars. Like we growing up as kids, me and my brothers, we had toy cars,
Yeah.
and I had a Grand National. And then also as I got older, I gotta literally have a toy Grand National, like a nice size Grand National that they got for my birthday 2 years ago. But I also have like little tiny little box cars.
Yeah,
But
Grand
that's
National is
just
definitely on
it's
my list of
fire.
cars.
I get more looks and stops about my Grand National, for my Grand
Yeah,
National than I do on my other cars. So
I'm rocking with the Mustang right now, but we'll get there.
nah, nah, nah,
Hey,
nah.
bro, chill,
No
bro,
Mustang,
chill.
man. No Mustang. It's Mopar, no car.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. It's cool. Now, you did spend a little bit of time in the G League. How was that? Like, just the style of play, how different is that from like
It,
regular? I
it's
guess how is that? Honestly,
it's extremely different, man, and it's a grind. I see what guys mean as a grind, man. I mean, I played overseas also, but G League is just a little different. It felt like I don't want to say anything like crazy, but it wasn't a pickup game, but it felt like a college game of a bunch of college guys that just just playing against the guys.
yeah,
And I'm sitting here like, dang, it's just nonstop. And I'm like, yo, it's like slow it down because like
yeah,
you got to go through your reads, man. Like you can't just play like this because if you're gonna play like this, you might as well just I don't know what to tell you. So you have to like slow it down just a little bit because it's like nobody plays that fast unless that's your team.
yeah,
But if that's not your team, then you kind of got to slow it down and like run your sets and go over the different options and stuff like that. But it was just a grind. I mean, I was so used to I was spoiled over my years traveling on charter, and then you have to
yeah,
travel a certain way with G League at the bus and things like that, staying in certain hotels and stuff like that. So I don't take any of that for granted, to be honest with you. Uh, and I'm
yeah.
blessed, thankful for the opportunity that I've had. But I mean, it's just a little different. It's a little different. The G League's the G League for a reason, and I'm my hat. I tip my hat to all the guys that are playing the G League that are trying to get that call up and trying to get those 10
Yeah.
days in two ways and roster spots for the season. So it's a grind, and I commend those guys.
Yeah, 100%. And speaking of G League, we just had a new guy sign with the Phoenix Suns, Mr. Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah,
How has his impact been so far? Because I know you
he,
showed up a little bit before him.
mhm.
How has it been with IT in the
It's
locker?
been good. It's been good, man. He's a vocal leader for sure. And I like I said, I respect him. Everybody respects him. He's been through a lot. And it's amazing to see him back in the league. And what he's been bringing a lot to the team, vocal, bump sessions. He's been getting after it in the bump sessions, and I'm just happy to see what goes on afterwards. Like
Yeah,
yeah, we're all fighting for that spot, and I understand that he's somebody that we're competing with, but I mean we need him as a vocal leader. So um, yeah, he's been nothing but amazing.
100%. Trevor, is there anything you want to touch on?
Yeah, Ish, just saw you in the tunnel, I think, a week and a half ago. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, nice to see you too, bro.
Being reporting around the team. I guess just right now, I asked Brad last night what it's like playing with the expectation of staying out of the play-in. Do you notice that kind of pressure, or what is it like, playing through being a team going through that?
It's just a sense of urgency. We have a good sense of urgency of knowing what we need to do and knowing what we have to do, what we need to do, in order to stay out of that playing. We're not a playing team. Everybody knows that the Phoenix Suns is not a playing team, and
Hell no.
everyone knows that. And so, I mean, we're yeah, we see everything, but we don't really pay attention to the he say she says and the things that we know we have to do with our team. And so we're going to take care of business. We need to take care of business, and it's just our sense of urgency has gotten a lot better.
It seems
You all,
like
everybody can see that.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, it seems like when we're around the team, Brad's been pretty vocal. Like he's gone to us in the media and like called out the defense a couple times and used some stuff like that. Like around the locker room, who do you notice is kind of leading the charge right now from a vocal standpoint?
Vocal standpoint, I mean, you always have book. He's vocal. Brad is vocal, and also Thad is vocal. And IT also, and I can say so much. So I'm vocal at certain times. I don't say a lot in front of everybody. I go to individual people because it's certain you can't really you lead everybody lead in their different ways. But I mean those guys right there, those are our main vocal guys right there as far as leadership. The other guys just play the game and lead by example. And
Cool.
that's just how some players are.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah.
it. I think that's it for me worldwide.
uh, Actually, kind of a couple fun questions.
What's up with you?
So
Let's go.
I think it was a couple years ago. I think this guy asked his girlfriend to name NBA players.
Hey man, that mug went viral, bro. I hope he sees this. Bro, I don't know your lady. I don't know, bro. I guess. Yeah, I don't know why. She said maybe I'm always the one standing up, and maybe she heard I played football or something like that. I don't know. But that was, I'm not gonna lie, that was probably the funniest thing that I've seen like on social media, because it was my name and I was like, hold on, what? Everybody sent it to me. I'm like, I don't even know this person. Like, but thank
Yeah,
you though. I thought she would have named like Book or CP or
yeah.
Mikhail, but she chose me. She named my name. And I'm like, I guess that's a good thing, right? Hey,
I mean, yeah.
I appreciate her. Thank you.
Shout out.
Shout out to her.
Um, Now since you brought up Macau, I gotta talk about the infamous Macau trade. How was just like, how was it? Like, how was the vibe?
How was the vibe, bro? Like we got, I think it was like, what time was it? We had just landed. We just left Brooklyn. And then we went from Brooklyn, I think, to Boston or something like that. It was a back. It wasn't a back to back, but it was damn near back to back. We all that all it all broke like late at night, and you can hear everyone. Like it was my room, Cam Johnson, Mikhail. Like it was like we were lined up, and then right across from me was Biz, T. Craig. Like it was like we were all like across from each other. And once our phone started, like once my phone went off, and I yelled out, "What the fuck!" Like no, I'm serious. Like you get that you hear the rumors, but then it actually happens. You hear, and I yelled out, "What the fuck!" and ran out the room and looked in the hallway. Once it was like a movie scene where a head popped out the hallway, another head, a door opened, a head popped out, and we're all
Yeah.
looking like, "Is this real?" You hear the voices like you know your teammate's voice. You hear two voices like,
Yeah.
"Oh, like what in the world?" And then they walk out, but I'm not gonna lie, like after that, we stood and sat around. We sat around that hallway for about 2 hours, 3 hours after that. No matter what, I think it got to about 2 o'clock in the morning. To be honest with you, we sat outside in the hallway and just chatted, talked, all the memories, all the fun times. Some of them they were bringing up some stuff from the finals. I was like, yeah, I watched from France, but okay, I remember that. but
Yeah.
but nah, like it was a sad day. Um, And then the next morning, we had that team meeting, and those guys aren't in that team meeting.
Yeah.
And Coach Mont, those are his guys. Those, we built that bond, and so it was a little tough. But I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a little tough. But I mean, hey, they're doing what they're doing. Um,
Yeah.
we got K, and we got those guys that came in with that trade. But I mean, yeah, all in all, it's cool. Everything happened for a reason. So
Yeah. 100%.
yeah, I'm proud of those guys, and I'm pretty sure that they their careers are going to continue to grow and grow.
Yeah, they can come back anytime. 2026. I think Macau's a free agent, so
He's a free agent. All right, hey,
he can come back.
you gotta talk to Matt about that one right there.
I still got the jersey, so we're
Matt
good.
James.
Um, I have to. I'm just curious. We're gonna talk
What's up?
Game 7 versus Dallas.
Okay.
I haven't really heard any Suns players speak on it, and I'm really curious, like, just how did that affect you guys? Like, what did you guys take from that game?
We were sent home.
Shit,
Oh
yeah,
man, that was like a start of something right there. Like that was a feeling that I think a lot of us has never experienced, especially myself. That was my first year. So
that's right. Yeah,
I've never experienced anything like that. 7 game series, NBA playoffs. My first time ever playing the playoffs, suiting up in the playoffs. Actually, I think I was the leading scorer that damn game, and I only played like 4 minutes.
hell
It was
yeah.
the last 4 minutes, but nah, it was just different, man. Like on some real shit, that shit was just different. Like that started the book and Luca. That started that little, if you want to call it a rivalry, but that started
Yeah,
that. And he's been on tear since then. I don't think people notice that. Like, dude's is
yeah.
averaging. Dude is insane. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but dude is insane.
Oh, he's different.
He's different after that series. I mean, that was one of them series that was like, yeah, you lost the finals before, and then you come back and lose to Dallas. He's been on the tear since then. Like, he's unstoppable. And so I mean, it changed a lot, dog. Like even the city of Phoenix, like we felt that. And that's just something that like now we're on a mission to win. Like we're about to get out of this second round. We're about to go to the yeah. We
100%.
want that. We want that. You know. So yeah.
Yeah.
Even
Trevor,
thinking about I'm not even gonna lie to you. I haven't even watched that game.
shit, I
I
won
don't.
it.
I don't think a lot of those. I don't think a lot of us have watched that game. To be honest with you, I know I haven't. I normally watch games. I watch all the games, but I don't think I've watched that one. That was one game I didn't watch.
That was a one and done for me.
Yeah, yeah, that was a tough one.
Trevor, you had one more thing you want to fit in real quick?
Yeah, Ish, I'm getting ready to do kind of end of the year voting stories in terms of the All NBA and things like that. So I know Kevin, we just talked about KD. He's had an excellent defensive season, and I feel like he's
Yeah,
very deserving of a All Defensive honor. You know, he gets a lot of in the media like Kevin can be moody, this, that, and the third. But how does like having Kevin Durant, like his presence, kind of elevate you guys as a group, and what kind of effect has he brought since he's been here?
because it elevates everybody from top to bottom because we have Kevin Durant on our team, and so everybody wants to either be like Kevin, be like KD, beat KD, or be buddy buddy. But 9 out of 10 times we get the teams or get the players that's like, yo, I want to beat KD. Or so we're gonna always get the best shot of every team every day, every day. I mean, every game that we play, we're gonna get the best shot. And that doesn't just go with KD. That goes for Book. That goes for Brad. Those are our best players. Those are three. So we're gonna get you know everyone's best shot. So that elevates us. So now, like if the balls, like for example, like they're getting trapped. We're on the court. We have to knock those shots down. We got to go rebound. It's things that we have to do that elevates. Elevates everything else.
For sure. And I guess like in practice and stuff, like the tone that he sets on defense or what he brings to that end, like what does that kind of do for you guys too when you see
Oh,
him?
it's good. You see one of the best scorers that ever played, the best scorer that ever played the game, play defense. That you have. What's your reason not playing defense? You feel me? Like he's one of the greatest scorers ever, ever played this game, and he's playing defense too. Some guys just want to score. Some guys some guys don't even care about scoring. Some guys just want to play defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is just it's crazy though. Like seeing him play both sides of the basketball is pretty dope. Like not too many superstars, do both can do
Plays.
both.
Yeah.
It's either one or the other. And if they do it, they don't do it consecutive. They don't do it like every single game. They probably take about a couple games off and be like, all right, I'm gonna play defense this game. But
Yeah.
not every man plays defense. He wants to hold the best players on the team.
Yeah, 100%. Ish, shout out to you for coming onto the pod. I really appreciate it. Shout out to your family for showing a lot of support too.
Oh yeah, for
Family's
sure.
great. Love them in
They
the
out there,
community.
they out there swimming right.
Oh, heck yeah.
Nah, but I appreciate y'all. We're gonna do this. We're gonna have to do this again.
Yes,
Heck
sir.
yeah. And I'll see you next Saturday.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure
I
Trevor will see you this
appreciate.
week.
Yeah, I'm in the building.
Okay, say
Yeah.
less.
But yep, shout out Ish. We'll see you next
I,
time.
I
Thanks, Ish.
appreciate y'all. All right, man.
Couple takeaways there. Isaiah Thomas definitely has a huge impact in this locker room. And the misconceptions about Kevin Durant just have to stop. Have to
Mm.
stop. Now, kind of taking a look at the Phoenix Suns here. We're coming off against a loss against the New Orleans Pelicans, kind of a tough one. Is there any takeaways from that game, Trevor, that you kind of want to let's capitalize on?
Yeah, I think as much as people are upset about the bigs play, Nurkic 2 of 7, Eubanks 0 of 3. I really think worldwide it came down to missed shots. Booker was 0 of 6 from 3. Durant was 8 of 22 from the floor. I think Gordon was 1 of 4 of 3. There were 3 shots in the fourth quarter where Grayson got 2 open looks and Royce
Yeah.
got an open look, and they just missed. Like one of the ones for Grayson would have put them up by 1.
And
So
two of the shots he hits.
yeah, and then KD always says when he comes in the press room, it's a make or miss league. And I think that's really all you can chalk it up to. The second quarter was really a gut punch that, especially after they got off to a good start, that you don't want that to happen. But
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, missed shots, that's really all I would draw it up to.
Yeah, 100%. And I also think Kevin Durant, I believe I saw he commented on a post on Instagram about it pretty much just came down to what you said, missed shots.
Yeah.
They said they pretty much did the same thing. It just came down to shooting, made shots. So that's always optimistic to hear. Just a bad shooting night. My prediction of going 8-0 has been broken, but we can still go 7-1. So
Yeah.
gotta look at the glass half fill or half full, whatever you want to. I guess whatever you want to take from that.
Yeah.
This week, who do we got on Tuesday? Is it LA?
Got the Clippers Tuesday, Wednesday, and then moving on to Sacramento, and then your game in Minnesota.
Be there. I'll be covering that game.
Yes.
Pretty excited for that. And yeah, I'm honestly I'm ready for the playoffs. This week is going to be the slowest week of the season. I just know it. And we just got to get these ones against the Clippers. I don't know where are they at in seeding right now. Are they 5 or they're 4? They're 4, aren't they?
They're 4, and then Kawhi with this knee thing that they refuse to talk about is all interesting. Yeah, they're 4. So the Suns are 4. Suns aren't going to catch them. They're 4 games back. 2 back in Dallas. Dallas had a wild win yesterday. So,
and with the Suns being at 6 right now, who do you think takes number 3? Because right now I think it's OKC at 3.
I think it's going to be OKC because the Denver and Minnesota I think play a game in Denver this week. So that's obviously going to be a huge one. And as far as I know, is Shea still out for OKC?
I think so.
Yeah.
I believe he's still out.
Yeah, I haven't seen him come back, and they've been losing a couple games. So,
and just kind of on injuries right now. I think Karl-Anthony Towns is on the verge of returning.
Yeah, I did Shams today. Right.
So that's interesting with Phoenix going up against Minnesota to end off the season.
Shea's still out for them.
So the highest the Suns can finish is 5 right now, right?
Looks like it. Yeah, and that would require Dallas to to lose a couple games. So.
And is the 4 spot really like? Who do you think could slide in at 4 there? Because I know LA's there. Dallas, I think, is kind of close.
Probably only Dallas. Yeah.
So
they're 9-1 in their last 10.
But it'll probably be. It looks like it's kind of locked in for Dallas and LA in the first round because if either or, it's pretty much a home court for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Phoenix looks like they might be locked in at 6. It says it's looking right now. I don't believe they lose a game the rest of the year. I know I said that earlier, but it just came down to a shooting issue, and I don't really see that happening again with these other teams. Thad Young needs to play.
Yeah.
I know Drew Eubanks is doing a meet and greet today, but sorry, Drew.
Oh, I heard about that. Hopefully that's going okay for him.
I hope so. I really hope nobody did anything.
Right.
I seriously don't. I really don't want to see a clip or anything. That will be very disappointing.
Right.
I know I made a post about this and addressed it. I don't care how much a player's on court. I guess however you view a player's on court play, but it doesn't have to be personal.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to make threats and stuff. That is really just Twitter in general. But yeah. Shout out to Drew Eubanks. He's a great guy. Been able to talk to him a few times. So show some love to Drew. If you guys did pop out to the meet and greet, I hope you guys had a great time. Actually talked to the people that held the meet and greet, getting an autograph. Pretty excited for that.
Nice.
So I'm gonna be Drew Eubanks' biggest fan. So back off, Drew. Back off, Drew.
Yeah, come on the podcast.
I'm on the podcast, Drew. Actually, he said he doesn't like podcasts, so we're not doing that.
That's okay. Not for everyone.
Yeah. But yeah, great episode. Just kind of see how the season goes. I think the next podcast will probably be just the wrap of the regular season. Talk about that. One that will be, I'm not really sure because I'm going to be gone this weekend. So yeah, should be interesting. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Show some love, man. Show some love to Ish down below. Ish is a great guy. I mean, I don't know if I really need to link his socials, but they'll be down there. You guys can go show Ish some love on his social medias as well. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Ish. Shout out to Ish. Ishmael, strongman, Wainright.